Alright, YouTube, well, I had made a video on my firewood and everything, but, I don't know, I decided not to upload it, because it's kinda, my camera was starting to run out of batteries, and, just wasn't really, I don't know, I decided not to upload it, so, I'll make a new video on that. But anyway, so, today I'm starting the Tarco Highlander sander. I ran it out of gas a few months ago, so there's no gas in it. So it's been sitting in the garden for at least 2 or 3 months, I think. And as you guys probably, you didn't know too much, but I saw. You guys probably didn't know too much about this, but I did put a new carburetor on it. It does run. One thing I had to do is I lost the bracket that holds this here. So it just needs a little piece of metal, so I'll just make one. So I got the garden. This doesn't have a battery, so I have the battery from the garden tractor in it. And the reason why I'm loading this up is we're actually going to load it onto the dump truck. I'm starting this up to see if it runs, make sure it still runs. We're going to load it on the dump truck. And what it is the chain that drives, is on the bottom of the motor. It drives the conveyor chain, and there's weeds growing in this. That rusted out, so it's been needing a new chain. So the shop where we go to get our mowers and everything fixed, he said he may even have a chain laying around, so he said he may be able to make us one, and it needs to be rewired, because right now all we do is we take the wires and we just touch them together with a screwdriver, which is that's how I'm going to start it. But I figured probably just run a few wires into the cab and then just push the button and it'll start it. But what my dad said was another wire that has to run from the battery from the truck's battery to the sander, because otherwise you keep cranking it over and over, it'll wear your battery down. So apparently when this engine's running, this battery does not get charged at all. So the only reason it doesn't go dead is because this engine doesn't need the battery to run. So it'll crank over a few times, because I've done it, but I think if you kept cranking it over like 3 or like 10 times or something, it probably wouldn't run anymore. So we're gonna take that out there. So I'm gonna probably make a video on strapping it down in the truck and everything. So yeah, so let's get it started. So I'm gonna set you down on the toolbox. First thing I'll do is I will turn the fuel on, which this fuel valve does leak. And so the problem is I may need to get a new, just like the end right here. But if I have to replace this little valve here, you gotta take the carburetor off, because this thing will not turn, it'll hit the muffler. So that means I'd have to take the whole carburetor off. So the fuel is on, and that's off. So I usually give it like half throttle, just by that. Oh, here's the mechanism on this side. So there's wires on the dump truck for this, and then those wires hook into this little panel here, and that's how the throttle works back and forth. So yep, let's get started. Alright, I hope you can see this. I think you can. There's the screwdriver. And actually, now that I think about it, you're supposed to put the throttle all the way up, and that chokes it, and I only left it at half throttle. I forgot to put the choke on, so that was with no choke. So normally about now the chain will be driving, but like I said, since there's no chain is not on the motor that drives it, so that's why I gotta get it fixed. You can see the chain here. This thing is heavy. carburetor right out of the box. The carburetor right out of the box was, I didn't even have to adjust it. It was set just perfectly. This apparently is from about, my dad said this is probably 1990 or maybe like an 89 or something like that. So it's about 20 years old. So we're maybe doing some more snow jobs this year, so that's why I decided to start using this. So let's say you shut it off. You can see when I pull the throttle all the way up, it just vibrates back down. So that's that. The way this works is this here is off, and that's like on, and then this here is throttle. And then when it gets all the way to the top, you can see it chokes it. Like that mechanism that I couldn't figure out, that linkage there, there's a little bar here, and when that pulls it, you can see it right there. Watch this. See, look, watch. Then that pulls it on and engages a choke. So that's how that works. So when it's all the way to the top, that is fully choked. And here I only left it there, and then it started. So it's pretty good for sitting for a while. So oh yeah, you can see the fuel is leaking there. So oh, and there's I think a bee was flying around me. Oh yeah, that cardboard there is on the inside, because apparently my dad says this metal here used to hit the spark plug, and that's why it's got tape on it, and it would shut the motor off, so they had to put cardboard on the inside of it. It really could use a paint job, but I'm not going to paint it this year, I don't think, because I don't have the time. Plus this will just get rusted again with all the salt. You don't really see this too much because it's on the side. This side of the paint isn't too bad. I mean, this is a little bit rusty, but I've seen worse. Like some of the guys that are around where we are, landscapers, their sanders aren't any better really. I mean, they got the new ones. There's some company that uses their really old truck. So I'm not sure. I'll see what my dad wants to do. He may decide it needs a painting, but I mean, it definitely does need painting, as you can see. But I don't know if we're gonna have time to do it this year. And this thing doesn't really work. What this was spring loaded. So it's still spring loaded, but this clipped into that little holder there. But this thing broke off. It doesn't work. So the fact that this hood now vibrates, I wouldn't drive down the road with this. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. Maybe I can. I might just put like a little hole through here, and then run it up to this, and just let that hold there like a little bungee. I don't know. Oh, here's the feed. Here's the feed speed adjustment, or the feed to the flow rate. So how much sand you want to come out of there. So I got to clean all the leaves out of this. But yeah. So maybe I'll make a video when it's all in the truck, or else loading the truck. I'm not too sure, but yeah, the oil is clean in this. I changed it. So, yep, that's it. I got it up on some blocks. Another thing I gotta make for it is, my dad said this normally has to be sitting up off the ground, because sand underneath it, you gotta clean that all out. So, they had bolted some 2x4s or 2x6, maybe 4x4s or something right to there, and you can still see one of the bolts in it. But, there, so you can stick like a shovel or something in and clean that out. So I gotta make something like that. But I think I'll just like cut some 4x4 blocks in like 4-inch pieces, and just bolt them to here, and that way it just keeps it up off the ground. So yeah, this video is starting to get a little bit boring, but it's starting to go on 9 minutes, and this is gonna take forever to upload. So yeah, I'll see you guys.